Hey guys, it's That Evil Overlord here. Welcome to a new series of videos I'm going to be doing called Top 10s, which it's pretty self-explanatory to be honest, so I don't think I have to really explain in detail what it's going to be about. So for my first top 10, I'm going to be talking about Wii U games that excite me the most, because the Wii U has pretty much had a very rough first year, very few good titles that come out for it, and overall, people were hating on it and saying it's gonna fail. But now, since E3, there are a lot of good titles announced, and there are a lot of exciting ones in my opinion, so I'm gonna get into the 10 that excite me the most. Alright, let's get on. Number 10. The Donkey Kong series has always been a pioneer in terms of 2D platforming. Since its first installment by Rare in the 90s, the series has always had interesting and unique elements. The reason it's so low on this list is because we recently got Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii, as well as a 3DS port just a few months ago, so I was kinda disappointed when I heard Retro Studios was working on a new DKC game and a new Metroid Prime, or even UIP. Nevertheless, I'm a huge fan of the platform genre, so I'm excited to see what Retro will introduce in DK's first jump into HD. Also, another disappointing thing would be that the release date has been backed up to into 2014, so that's pretty disappointing, but there are a lot of good games coming out, so I'm not going to complain that much. Number 9. Surprised to see a Mario game this high? Well, me too. It's certainly not the game's fault for only being at number 9, but more so because there are more exciting games than this. What I really like about Super Mario 3D World is the co-op multiplayer and story mode. There hasn't been a 3D Mario game with good multiplayer, not even the Galaxy games. And I would even go on to say that the multiplayer in Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 were quite horrible. What's the point of multiplayer when one person controls the entire game while the other goes around to collect coins and star bits and defeat enemies? It was very boring in the Galaxy games. But with up to 4 players being able to jump into action in this installment, Super Mario 3D World is looking to be a solid title. Not the best Mario game at all, but still a fun one nonetheless. And also the visuals look awesome! Number 8. Another Mario game? Yeah, I'll honestly admit that Mario Kart DS is my all-time favorite Mario Kart game so far, but by the looks of things, Mario Kart 8 might take that spot. I don't know why, but the anti-gravity mechanic seems very interesting to me, more so than the gliding and underwater segments in Mario Kart 7. I mean, let's be honest, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform is overall a bigger and better game, but a lot of people prefer Mario Kart 7, and that's okay. But back on topic. The anti-gravity can go a long way and not only make it my favorite Mario Kart, but one of the best, if not the absolute best, in the series. On top of that, the graphical polish seems great, and the different ways to control the game with motion controls, the gamepad's touchscreen, and classic controls adds even more options and depth to the game, and choices for gamers. I'm looking forward to see how it'll turn out. Number 7. I've never played the first Bayonetta, but I have seen gameplay of it, and boy does it seem fun. This hack and slash game debuted back in 2010 on the PS3 and Xbox 360, but its sequel is getting a Wii U release only due to Nintendo funding its development. Overall, this is a smart decision because it shows that their consoles has more than kiddie games, which is a far-fetched assumption anyways, and any hardcore fans of the game would have to buy the system. Gameplay-wise, the awesome part about hacking and slashing is that Bayonetta mainly attacks with her hair. Well, in the first game anyways. If that's not ultimate female badassery, I don't know what is. Also, the visuals look attractive, if you know what I mean. And the frame rate seems to be good from the gameplay footage I've seen, which included hordes of enemies attacking Bayonetta on a flying vehicle moving at the speed of sound. Plot-wise, I hope I won't be missing anything if I pick up the second game without playing the first, but overall, with the awesome different ways of attacking in the game, Bayonetta 2 is a pretty good game to purchase in my books. Number 6.
CTOS's groundbreaking technology. We're promoting efficiency, comfort, and safety, dedicated to protecting you and your
Watch Dogs looks like an incredible game, with unique gameplay mechanics, ideas, and an interesting story. I truly believe it'll compete with Grand Theft Auto 5 for Game of the Year. So why is it only in number 6, you may ask? Well, it's simple. It's not a Wii U exclusive. It would be unfair to put this near the top, beating out several awesome looking Wii U titles, but not taking full advantage of the hardware due to it being a multiplat. But that doesn't make this game any worse. Ubisoft has fully supported the Wii U since launch, with Zombie U as a launch title, the definitive version of Rayman Legends, even if it was originally going to be exclusive, but it isn't, which is kind of disappointing, but I don't mind. Splinter Cell Blacklist, even if it isn't the best version out there, and, of course, Watch Dogs. From what I've read, this version isn't just a simple 360 or PS3 port. This is a version that is more complete, detailed, and quote-unquote advanced in those versions, but a step below the Xbox One and PS4 versions. Ubisoft did good in working on the Wii U version instead of just copying the code from the Xbox and PlayStation versions, changing a few things, pasting it into a proprietary Wii U disc, and selling it with several coding problems and missing elements, like some other companies do with their upcoming games. But anyway, all in all, the gameplay footage, to me, shows an interesting concept, and I can't wait to see how it pans out on the Wii U. Especially with the cell phone controlling ATMs, lights, and other electronic devices, which can make great use of the gamepad if Ubisoft does program it completely and properly. Number 5. Not much is known about the next console installments in the Zelda series, but I am a huge Zelda fan, so I'm still excited about this despite very little info. Wind Waker HD truly showed off how the gamepad can be used for Zelda, so I believe this new game will implement these aspects and a lot more. Also, I'm hoping the game uses the same art style as Twilight Princess, because with the Wii U's hardware, it could make stunning visuals, but from what I've heard, they might stick with the cel-shaded looks or something completely different, which is a bit disappointing, but it won't truly break my heart. The new Zelda game can either be higher or lower on my list depending on the new information that'll be leaked and released later on, but for now, it sits at number 5. Number 4. Not many Nintendo franchises make crossovers very often. The only one I can think of is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. And that comment probably made me look like an idiot, but moving on. We haven't seen gameplay of this game. At all. But the idea alone lands on number 4. 2 great RPGs franchises making one huge game? Shut up and take my money! Seriously though. It'll be interesting to see what kind of RPG this will turn out to be. Will it be the first-person, dungeon-crawling gameplay that Shin Megami Tensei is famous for? Or the turn-based, strategy, chess-like style seen in the Fire Emblem games? I think they'll try to make a combination of them both and make a very unique and interesting system, but nonetheless, this is looking to be a Wii U system seller. And Nintendo has recently publicized this with $30 back in Nintendo eShop credit when you purchased Fire Emblem Awakening and Shin Megami Tensei 4. Both are great games for the Nintendo 3DS. I recommend you purchase them. Number 3. Looking to be the spiritual successor to Xenoblade Chronicles, the trailer for X really gives out this anime-like feeling. The mechs remind me of Gundam. The high-tech cities along with huge, grassy, and field-like areas are seen in a myriad of series, with Sword Art Online coming to my mind, and the song playing in the background just screams anime. Personally, I'm not a huge anime fan, but boy does the game have that feeling which makes it even better. I've been watching this trailer non-stop, so you can pretty much tell I'm very excited for it. I'm expecting a pretty darn deep and emotional story, kinda like what Xenoblade was. One little thing I'm hoping for is a slightly shorter game, because Xenoblade is too damn huge. Over 100 hours into the game and you won't be even done with 75% of the content. This means that the game could potentially drag on for years if you're a busy person, or you want to experience other games and not just concentrate on one. But anyways, I feel like these mechs will really add a third dimension to the battles in the game, so I'm really excited and will purchase the game. I probably won't get it day one unless there's a special edition, then I'll pre-order it. But this definitely seems like a must-buy for any Wii U owner or RPG fan in general. Number 2. I haven't been excited for a Sonic game in a long time. Hell, Colors and Generations had made me nearly as excited as I am for Lost World. As a matter of fact, if you were to compare my excitement between these three games, it would seem like I don't care for Colors or Generations at all. Sonic Lost World looks like a hybrid between Sonic's adventure-style gameplay formula and the modern boosting to win one. Mash them together, and you can get a Sonic game where you can either go to the goal as fast as you can, or explore around and find hidden secrets and goodies. Kinda like the formula of the original Sonic Genesis games. Honestly, this is what I'm looking for in a Sonic game, and this installment looks like it's gonna deliver it. Nintendo really made a good decision to sign Sega to the 3-game contract now, because Lost World will take advantage of the Wii U and craft a perfect game, both gameplay-wise and aesthetically. I already pre-ordered my Deadly 6 bonus edition. However, I won't be popping it in to my Wii U until the Christmas holidays because I want to concentrate on school and work. And then I know I'll be on the TV way too much with the ability to play this game, which will probably hurt my application for college. But anyway, if you haven't given a Sonic game any chance, I reckon you should give it now. It really looks to be the best 3D Sonic game so far. Yep, I've said it. Come at me, Adventure 2 fanboys. Before moving on to number 1, I'd like to take a minute and recap on the other 9 Wii U games I'm excited for. Number 10, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Number 9, Super Mario 3D World. Number 8, Mario Kart 8. Number 7, Bayonetta 2. Number 6, Watch Dogs. Number 5, Zelda HD. Number 4, Shin Megami Tensei Crosses Fire Emblem. Number 3, X. Number 2, Sonic Lost World. Number 1. If you didn't see this coming after I announced Sonic Lost World as number 2, yeah, you're probably not the biggest Nintendo fan ever. No offense though, but yeah. If the new Smash Bros. Takes advantage of the Wii U hardware, expands on online gameplay, and takes good advantage of the gamepad, this will be the best Smash Bros. Ever. Right off the bat, you know there will be a lot of characters and stages, and from the news we've heard, it sounds like this is gonna happen. But all in all, Mr. Sakurai has to focus on the fighting mechanics, items, and other important aspects to make the perfect game in the series so far. I heard he's been working countless hours on the game, and has even become ill doing so. So I hope... Nah. I'm sure he'll deliver. Will it be the one everyone will expect? No, everyone will still complain about something, even if it's nothing but a nitpick. However, with 25 GB of disk storage available for the team, expect a lot to do with an adventure mode, sadly not a story mode. a good classic mode, another all-star mode, a huge online mode, probably the return of classic demos / time games from all the series, and a lot more. The things that I can be implemented are endless. Excited is an understatement to how I'm feeling about this game. I can't wait to pick it up, unlock all the characters, all the collectibles, all the stages, and just spend a good time with my friends playing in multiplayer. Which is why Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS tops my list of my top 10 most anticipated Wii U games. This is That Evil Overlord. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.